Hey Max, it's your Uncle Fred here, and I just want to show you something cool I just found in Boston. There's a giant duck. Do you see the giant duck? It's a giant inflatable duck, and I think it's because this is one of the places where those duck boats I showed you, the one that go on land and water, this is one of the places where they come from. So check out the giant duck in Boston. And I also wanted to show you on the other side of this duck, a huge bridge. This bridge is called the Tobin Bridge, and it's one of the biggest bridges in Boston. In fact, I think it's the biggest bridge in Boston. So there's a giant bridge for you, and right behind me, there's a bus leaving. It's not a duck boat. But it is a pretty large bus. Hey Max, it's Uncle Fred again. I went a little further down the road and I want to show you what else I found. Look at all of these trucks behind me. You see the trucks? These trucks, I'll get a different look for it. These trucks are trucks that cars can fit on top of. Do you see they have the ramps for cars to get on top of them? Now they're behind a fence, so I can't show you much more than this. But I found a whole bunch of trucks, and these trucks are used to get cars, I think, across the country. And I'll just show you on the other side of this fence. There's a whole bunch more down there. Can you see them? Right here. Whole bunch of trucks that carry cars. Here are the trucks once more. On this side, a little closer. Max, check it out. There's a duck boat that's about to go by. Right here, it's yellow. Do you see the duck boat? It's a huge boat, and it's actually a boat and a bus combined. It goes in the water, and it goes on the land like we just saw it. I'm still by those trucks, and I just wanted to show you that the trucks are underneath that huge bridge that we saw earlier. This is this green bridge. It's called the Tobin Bridge, and it's a giant bridge that probably thousands of cars travel across every day from Boston to the cities north of it. Check out the Tobin Bridge in green right there. Hey Max, I found something else really cool. I'm gonna turn the camera around in just a second to show you. I'm in this neighborhood, this area of Boston called Charlestown, and I'm finding so much cool stuff. All right, check it out. All right, Max, can you see the giant white pile? It looks like sand, but I think it's actually salt. Salt, kind of like what you eat when you eat food and something gets salty, like you might eat it on potatoes or eggs. Not sure what your mom is cooking for you, but this is salt that they put on roads in the winter when it snows. And can you see the truck driving on top of the big pile of salt? There's another tractor. Both of these things are moving the salt, I think, into a big pile so that the city is ready for winter. Check out the giant pile of salt and the truck that's driving on top of it. I think it's a big dump truck, and right now it's lifting its load of salt up and dumping it out onto this giant pile. Pretty cool, huh? Watch the truck go down. Going down the giant pile of salt. And here it is behind the road. I wish I could get closer to it, but it's behind a fence. So this is the best I can show you. Hi Max, it's Uncle Fred again, and I found some more cool stuff in this neighborhood of Charlestown in Boston. First thing I want to show you is right there. This is called a windmill. It's a windmill because it uses the power of the wind to make electricity so that we can turn our lights on and off, so that we can watch TV or charge your iPad or all those other things. This is a windmill that's in Charlestown so that it can create a lot of electricity. Pretty cool. And it's kind of cool for me because just like my sailboat uses the wind to go, This uses the wind to create power. There's the windmill. All right, now let's see what else you've got here. There's some factories. I don't know what they do, but they're pretty cool, really big factories just across the river. This river, by the way, it's called the Mystic River. The Mystic River in Charlestown, which is a part of Boston, in the great state of Massachusetts, where I live with your auntie. All right, what else do we have? On the river, there's some boats, and there's a really big one. It's like right over here. I'm gonna see if I can zoom in for you so you get a closer look at this really big boat that's on the river. Okay, Max, can you see the giant boat? That's the Tobin Bridge, that green bridge you saw earlier. And next to the bridge is a big cargo boat. I don't know what the boat's called, but I know that it's a cargo boat because it's so big that it's used to carry lots of things from very far away on the water. Around the boat, there's some smaller boats. Can you see the smaller boats? See if I can point them for you. Okay, there's one of the smaller boats, and there's another smaller boat. Those boats help the larger boat get where it's going. Those are tugboats. Max, can you see how the boat is turned? The back of the boat is almost facing us. It's turning around so that it can go out underneath the bridge and out to the sea. So here we are in Charlestown, and right here I will say goodbye to you, Max, for today. I hope you enjoyed some of the little things that I found for you. I love you very much, and I can't wait to someday take you here when you come to visit us in Boston, Massachusetts. Bye, Max.